the power of relatable insights, finding comfort in shared experiences. There's a quiet, often lonely corner in each of us that believes our struggles are entirely unique, a secret burden no one else could possibly understand. We carry these heavy thoughts and feelings, sometimes for years, convinced that voicing them would only highlight our flaws or set us apart from everyone else who seems to navigate life with such effortless grace. This internal monologue, full of self-doubt and isolation, can be incredibly powerful, making us feel like outliers in a world full of perfectly composed individuals. It's a natural human tendency to assume our pain is singular, especially when we're caught in its grip, leading us further into ourselves rather than reaching out. The weight of this perceived uniqueness can become almost unbearable, shaping our interactions and even our sense of identity over time. We might even build walls, subconsciously, to protect this vulnerable, isolated part of ourselves from judgment or misunderstanding. This deep-seated belief that we are alone in our particular brand of struggle is one of the most significant barriers to healing and connection. It keeps us from seeking comfort, from offering it, and from truly seeing the shared humanity all around us. It's in these moments of profound isolation that a simple story, a shared glance, or a candid admission from another person can feel like a sudden, warm light cutting through the darkness. Imagine hearing someone you admire, someone who appears to have it all together, openly discuss a challenge that mirrors your own deepest fears or regrets. Suddenly, the air changes. The heavy, suffocating feeling of being utterly alone begins to lift, replaced by a surprising sense of relief and recognition. This isn't about finding someone with the exact same life circumstances, but rather recognizing the echo of your own heart in someone else's journey. A fundamental human resonance that transcends individual details. It's the realization that while our paths may differ, the emotional landscapes we navigate often share striking similarities. This moment of connection, born from shared vulnerability, is truly transformative. It reminds us that the human experience, in all its messy glory, is far more universal than we often allow ourselves to believe. This shared understanding becomes a powerful antidote to the poison of isolation. This phenomenon, the power of relatable insights, isn't just comforting, it's deeply therapeutic. When we hear someone else articulate a feeling we've struggled to name, or describe an experience that parallels our own, it validates our inner world. It's as if a hidden part of ourselves is finally seen and acknowledged, not just by another person, but by ourselves too. This validation can be incredibly liberating, shifting our perspective from something is wrong with me to this is a part of being human. It normalizes our struggles, transforming them from shameful secrets into understandable aspects of life. This shift in perspective can pave the way for self-compassion, allowing us to treat ourselves with the same kindness we might offer a friend. The simple act of recognition becomes a cornerstone for building a healthier relationship with ourselves and our challenges, fostering a sense of belonging in the vast tapestry of human experience. It's a quiet revolution happening within us, sparked by the resonance of another's truth. In the context of personal growth and mental well-being, these shared experiences are invaluable. They provide a roadmap, not necessarily for solving our problems directly, but for understanding the terrain. When a therapist or a trusted friend shares a personal anecdote, not to overshadow your experience, but to illuminate a common thread, it builds a bridge of trust and understanding. It demonstrates that the journey isn't linear, that setbacks are part of the process, and that even those guiding us have navigated their own storms. This mutual vulnerability creates a safe space where honesty can flourish, encouraging us to drop our guard and explore our own complexities without fear of judgment. It's about more than just empathy. It's about a shared humanity that says, I understand because I too have walked a difficult path. This shared journey, illuminated by relatable insights, becomes a powerful catalyst for our own healing and self-discovery. Consider the weight lifted when a client, initially hesitant to speak about their anxiety, hears a story about someone else's similar struggles with worry and rumination. Suddenly, their own tangled thoughts don't feel quite so bizarre or alien. They realize that the racing heart, the sleepless nights, the constant what-if scenarios are not unique to them, but are a common, albeit difficult, part of the human condition. This realization doesn't magically erase the anxiety, but it softens its sharp edges, making it feel less like a personal failing and more like a shared challenge. This insight opens the door for deeper exploration, allowing them to approach their own anxiety with curiosity rather than shame. It's a powerful invitation to connect, to learn, and to ultimately find new strategies for navigating their inner landscape. The comfort found in this shared understanding is the first step towards feeling empowered rather than isolated. This principle extends far beyond the therapy room. It's woven into the fabric of meaningful human connection. Think about gathering with friends, sharing stories of triumphs and tribulations over a cup of coffee. When someone recounts a moment of doubt or a past mistake, and you find yourself nodding in silent agreement, a deeper bond forms. It's in these moments of candid sharing, where our imperfections and vulnerabilities are laid bare, that true intimacy blossoms. We learn that our struggles with career changes, relationship woes, or even just feeling stuck are not individual failings, but rather universal rites of passage. These conversations, punctuated by sighs of recognition and knowing glances, remind us that we are all navigating a complex world, often stumbling, but always striving. It's a profound comfort to know that your internal world, with all its complexities, is not an anomaly, but a reflection of the shared human journey. One of the most profound aspects of this shared experience is how it dismantles the illusion of perfection. In a world saturated with curated social media feeds and highlight reels, it's easy to believe everyone else has their life perfectly in order. We compare our messy middles to others' polished endings, creating an unfair and damaging narrative for ourselves. Relatable insights shatter this illusion, revealing the grit and struggle that lie beneath the surface of even the most seemingly flawless lives. They show us that behind every success story, there are countless moments of doubt, fear, and perseverance. This honesty is incredibly refreshing, allowing us to breathe a little easier and to be kinder to ourselves. It's a powerful reminder that authenticity, not perfection, is the true path to connection and self-acceptance. Embracing this truth frees us from the exhausting burden of trying to measure up to an impossible standard. The courage it takes for someone to share their vulnerable truth often inspires others to do the same. It's a ripple effect, where one act of openness creates a safe space for another. When a person hears a story that resonates, they might feel a surge of bravery, realizing that if someone else can navigate that challenge, perhaps they can too. This isn't about minimizing one's own pain, but rather drawing strength from the collective human spirit. It's a powerful demonstration that vulnerability is not a weakness, but a profound strength, a gateway to deeper connection and resilience. This shared courage becomes a beacon, guiding us through our own difficult patches and encouraging us to step out of the shadows of isolation. It transforms individual struggles into a collective narrative of resilience, reminding us that we are all part of a larger, interconnected story. This deep understanding often comes from realizing that even the experts, or those we look up to, are not immune to life's challenges. The person offering guidance from the couch has their own history, their own moments of doubt, and their own lessons learned through struggle. This isn't to say their professional expertise is diminished, but rather that their humanity is amplified. When a professional shares a moment of personal learning, even a small one, it humanizes them, making their insights more accessible and their wisdom more profound. It breaks down the perceived barrier between healer and healed, revealing a shared landscape of human experience. This relatability fosters a deeper level of trust and connection, making the advice feel less like a directive and more like a shared discovery. It reminds us that growth is a lifelong journey, one that everyone, regardless of their role, is continuously navigating. Ultimately, the power of relatable insights lies in its ability to transform isolation into connection, shame into acceptance, and fear into courage. It reminds us that our individual journeys, no matter how unique they feel, are deeply intertwined with the journeys of others. We are all part of a grand, messy, beautiful human story, filled with universal themes of love, loss, struggle, and triumph. Finding comfort in these shared experiences is not about escaping our problems, but about facing them with a renewed sense of belonging and strength. It's about recognizing the common threads that bind us, making the weight of our burdens a little lighter and the path ahead a little clearer. This profound connection is a testament to the enduring power of empathy and the universal language of the human heart, guiding us towards a more compassionate and understanding world. When we grasp that our anxieties, our heartbreaks, our moments of self-doubt are not aberrations, but rather common threads in the human tapestry, a profound sense of relief washes over us. It's like discovering you're not the only one who has ever felt lost in a new city. Suddenly, the unfamiliar streets become less intimidating. This shared understanding provides a foundational sense of belonging, a quiet reassurance that we are not broken or uniquely flawed. Instead, we are simply navigating the intricate landscape of life, much like everyone else around us. This realization fosters a deeper sense of self-acceptance, allowing us to embrace our imperfections as part of our shared humanity. It's a gentle reminder that our struggles, while deeply personal, are also universally understood on some fundamental level, forging an invisible bond with others. This shared journey also offers a unique form of wisdom. When we hear how someone else navigated a similar emotional storm, we gain not just comfort, but also potential strategies or perspectives that we hadn't considered. Their story doesn't dictate our solution, but it illuminates possibilities, showing us different ways to approach our own challenges. It's like having a map drawn by someone who has already explored parts of the wilderness you are about to enter. While your trek will be your own, their insights can help you avoid pitfalls or discover hidden paths. This collective wisdom, gathered from countless individual experiences, becomes a rich resource for our own growth and resilience. It transforms personal narratives into valuable lessons, accessible to all who are willing to listen and connect. The beauty of these relatable insights is their authenticity. They aren't theoretical concepts, but lived realities. They carry the weight of genuine experience, making them far more impactful than abstract advice. When someone speaks from their heart about their own vulnerability, it bypasses our intellectual defenses and speaks directly to our soul. This raw honesty creates an immediate resonance, a feeling of, yes, I know exactly what you mean. It's this unfiltered truth that builds genuine bridges between people, fostering a sense of deep understanding and mutual respect. These authentic narratives are the anchors that ground us in our shared humanity, reminding us that we are all in this together, navigating the same complex currents of life. They are the stories that truly connect us, making us feel less alone in a world that can sometimes feel overwhelmingly vast and isolating. Moreover, finding comfort in shared experiences helps us develop greater empathy for others. Once we recognize our own struggles mirrored in someone else, it becomes easier to extend compassion and understanding to them. We start to see beyond surface behaviors or initial judgments, recognizing the deeper human experience that drives them. This cultivation of empathy is crucial, not just for our personal relationships, but for building a more compassionate society as a whole. It encourages us to approach differences with curiosity rather than fear, and to seek common ground even amidst disagreement. By understanding that everyone carries their own invisible burdens, we become more patient, more forgiving, and ultimately, more connected. This ripple effect of shared vulnerability fosters a more understanding and supportive community, one where everyone feels seen and valued. Ultimately, the message is clear. You are not alone. Your fears, your doubts, your moments of joy and despair are all part of the universal human condition. Embracing this truth and actively seeking out the relatable insights of others is a powerful act of self-care and community building. It's about leaning into the discomfort of vulnerability, knowing that on the other side lies profound connection and comfort. This journey of shared experience is a testament to our collective resilience, a reminder that even in our deepest struggles, we are always connected. It invites us to open our hearts, to listen deeply, and to find strength in the realization that our stories, in their unique ways, echo the stories of us all. This shared humanity is our greatest resource, our most profound source of hope and healing. Learning from the couch, lessons in resilience. Stepping into a therapist's office, or even just sitting on a metaphorical couch in our minds, can feel like entering a secret garden. It's a space where we're invited to lay down our burdens, untangle our thoughts, and explore the raw edges of our humanity. What many might not realize is that the lessons learned in such a setting aren't exclusive to those seeking professional help. They're universal truths about navigating life's inevitable storms. These insights offer a profound understanding of what it truly means to bend without breaking, to fall and find the strength to rise again, which is, at its heart, the essence of resilience. Resilience isn't some rare superpower reserved for a select few. It's a deeply human capacity that resides within each of us, waiting to be nurtured. It's not about avoiding hardship or sailing through life untouched by pain. Rather, it's about the messy, often uncomfortable process of adapting, growing, and finding our way forward, even when things feel impossible. The couch teaches us that true strength isn't the absence of struggle, but the courage to face it head on, acknowledging our fears and vulnerabilities along the way. One of the most powerful lessons that emerges from this space is the understanding that our stories, even the most painful ones, hold immense power. When we speak our truths aloud, whether to a trusted friend, a journal, or a therapist, we begin to process experiences that might have felt overwhelming in silence. This act of vocalizing our journey allows us to see patterns, identify triggers, and crucially, recognize the moments when we've already demonstrated remarkable fortitude, even if we hadn't named it as such. The therapeutic process often encourages us to dig into the roots of our reactions, exploring why certain challenges hit us harder than others. It's not about dwelling on the past unnecessarily, but about illuminating the pathways that have shaped our current responses. By understanding these connections, we gain agency, learning to respond to new difficulties with greater awareness and intention, rather than being swept away by old habits or inherited patterns. This deeper self-awareness forms a bedrock for enduring resilience. Another vital insight from the couch is the importance of self-compassion. Many of us are quick to judge ourselves harshly when we falter, believing that resilience means always being strong and never showing weakness. Yet, the space of healing teaches us that treating ourselves with kindness, especially in moments of distress, is not a luxury, but a necessity. It's about offering ourselves the same understanding and patience we would readily extend to a friend, recognizing that imperfection is a fundamental part of the human experience. We learn that resilience is built not just in grand dramatic gestures, but in the quiet, consistent choices we make every single day. It's in choosing to get out of bed when we'd rather stay hidden, in reaching out for support when we feel isolated, or in forgiving ourselves for a misstep. These small, often unseen acts of courage accumulate, forming a robust inner framework that helps us withstand future pressures. Each tiny victory contributes to a larger tapestry of enduring strength. The couch also provides a mirror, reflecting back to us our own inherent worth and capacity for growth. In a world that often demands perfection, the therapeutic setting offers a sanctuary where authenticity is celebrated. We begin to shed the masks we wear, realizing that our true strength lies not in appearing flawless, but in embracing our full, complex selves, flaws and all. This acceptance is a powerful catalyst for building genuine, unwavering resilience. Furthermore, we discover that resilience is deeply intertwined with our ability to connect with others. While individual strength is crucial, the human spirit thrives on connection. Sharing our struggles and allowing others to witness our vulnerability, paradoxically, makes us stronger. It reminds us that we are not alone in our challenges, and that leaning on a supportive community provides a vital safety net when our own resources feel depleted. This journey of learning from the couch extends far beyond the confines of any specific session. The tools and perspectives gained become integrated into our daily lives, transforming how we perceive and respond to the world around us. It's a continuous process of self-discovery and adaptation, equipping us with a more robust emotional toolkit for whatever life throws our way. We learn not just to survive, but to truly live and thrive amidst uncertainty. Ultimately, the lessons in resilience gleaned from the couch are a testament to the enduring power of the human spirit. They remind us that healing isn't a linear path, and setbacks are not failures, but opportunities for deeper learning. By embracing vulnerability, practicing self-compassion, and understanding the narratives that shape us, we unlock a profound capacity to navigate life's complexities with grace, courage, and an unwavering belief in our ability to overcome. Finding strength in vulnerability, a new perspective. For countless years, many of us have been taught that showing our true selves, especially our raw, unpolished edges, is a sign of weakness. We often learned that to be strong meant to be unshakable, to keep our struggles hidden, and to present a brave face to the world, no matter what storms raged inside. This mindset, while seemingly protective, often left us feeling isolated and alone, believing that our inner turmoil was something unique to us, a burden we had to carry in silence. We built walls around our hearts, thinking they would keep us safe, but instead, they often kept out the very connections we craved. It's a common story, one woven into the fabric of society, shaping how we view ourselves and others. This deep-seated belief about vulnerability has long dictated how we navigate challenges, often pushing us towards stoicism rather than genuine expression. It's time to question this old narrative and explore a more empowering truth. But what if this deeply ingrained belief, this notion that vulnerability equates to fragility, is actually holding us back from experiencing our fullest potential? Imagine a world where honesty about our internal landscape is celebrated, not feared. This isn't about wallowing in self-pity or exposing every private thought. It's about a deliberate, courageous choice to be authentic. It's about understanding that the very act of revealing our true selves, even the parts that feel imperfect, requires immense inner strength. This new perspective asks us to reframe what we've always been told, to look beyond the surface-level definitions of strength and weakness. By doing so, we unlock a different kind of power, one rooted in genuine self-acceptance and profound connection. This shift in thinking can revolutionize how we approach life's inevitable ups and downs. True vulnerability, when viewed through this new lens, isn't about being weak or helpless. It's about courageously choosing to be seen, fully and honestly, without guarantees of acceptance. It's the quiet bravery required to say, "I don't know," or "I need help," when every fiber of your being wants to pretend you have it all figured out. This kind of vulnerability is an active choice, a conscious decision to step into discomfort for the sake of deeper truth and connection. It's the willingness to stand in your own story, even when it's messy or unfinished, and share it with another human being. This act isn't passive surrender. It's an assertive declaration of your humanity. Embracing this courage transforms how we perceive our own inner landscape and how we engage with the world around us. Consider the sheer bravery it takes to stand exposed, to remove the protective layers we've carefully constructed over years, sometimes decades. This isn't recklessness, it's a profound act of self-trust, believing that even if you falter, you possess the resilience to recover. Think of a time you admitted a mistake, shared a fear, or expressed a deeply held hope, knowing it might not be reciprocated. That moment, that choice to open up, was a demonstration of incredible inner fortitude. It requires a willingness to feel discomfort, to sit with uncertainty, and to trust in the process of being truly seen. This kind of courage is a cornerstone of personal growth, pushing us beyond our comfort zones. It's a testament to our innate capacity to face life head-on without hiding. When we allow ourselves to be vulnerable, we inadvertently open the door to genuine self-discovery and profound personal growth. It's in these moments of raw honesty that we truly connect with our authentic selves, shedding the masks we've worn for protection and societal expectation. This process isn't always comfortable, but it is deeply liberating, allowing us to align our actions and feelings with our core values. By acknowledging our fears, our insecurities, and our imperfections, we gain a clearer understanding of who we truly are, beyond the roles we play. This self-awareness becomes a powerful tool, guiding us towards choices that genuinely serve our well-being and purpose. It's an essential step in building a life that feels truly our own. This authenticity naturally extends to our relationships, inviting deeper, more meaningful connections with others that transcend superficial pleasantries. When we share our vulnerabilities, we create a space for others to do the same, fostering an environment of mutual trust and understanding. Imagine sharing a personal struggle with a friend, not to gain sympathy, but to simply be heard and understood, and watching as they respond with their own experiences. This exchange builds bridges, dissolving the perceived differences that often keep us apart and revealing the common threads of human experience. It's in these shared moments of openness that true intimacy blossoms, allowing us to feel truly seen and accepted for who we are. This kind of connection is a powerful antidote to loneliness. Conversely, when we keep our struggles hidden, when we refuse to let anyone see beyond our carefully constructed facades, we inadvertently create distance. We build invisible walls around ourselves, believing they offer protection, but in reality they often isolate us from the very support and understanding we need. This secrecy can breed resentment, loneliness, and a deep sense of disconnect, both from ourselves and from those around us. It's a heavy burden to carry, constantly maintaining a perfect image while battling inner turmoil in silence. Over time, these walls become harder to dismantle, trapping us in a cycle of isolation and unexpressed emotion. This approach, while seemingly safe, ultimately prevents us from experiencing the richness of genuine human connection. Recognizing that everyone struggles, even those who appear to have it all together, helps us feel less alone in our own experiences. This shared humanity is a powerful force, reminding us that imperfections and challenges are universal aspects of the human condition. When a leader admits to a moment of doubt or a friend shares a fear they've been harboring, it doesn't diminish their strength, it amplifies their relatability and courage. This shared understanding creates a foundation for empathy, allowing us to connect with others on a deeper, more compassionate level. It's a comforting realization that our vulnerabilities are not unique flaws, but rather common threads that weave us all together. This collective experience offers immense solace and builds stronger communities. This new perspective on vulnerability isn't just about feeling better or finding comfort. It's about actively creating positive change in our lives and in the lives of those around us. By embracing our own vulnerability, we model it for others, giving them unspoken permission to do the same. This ripple effect can transform relationships, workplaces, and even wider communities, fostering environments where honesty and empathy are valued. It's a proactive step towards building a more compassionate and understanding world, starting with ourselves. This shift allows us to move from a place of fear and concealment to one of openness and collaborative problem solving. It's about leveraging our shared humanity to drive meaningful and lasting transformation. When we can admit we don't have all the answers, when we are brave enough to say, "I need help," or "I'm not sure," we open ourselves up to learning and growth. This isn't an admission of failure. It's an intelligent recognition of our limitations and a strategic move towards finding solutions. It allows us to tap into the wisdom and support of others, harnessing collective intelligence to overcome obstacles that might be insurmountable alone. This willingness to be teachable and to seek guidance is a hallmark of truly effective individuals and teams. It fosters collaboration, innovation, and a continuous cycle of improvement, making us more adaptable and resilient in the face of complex challenges. Embracing this openness is a powerful catalyst for positive outcomes. Shifting our view transforms vulnerability from a terrifying risk into an empowering act of self-love and self-care. It means choosing to honor our authentic feelings, even when they are uncomfortable, rather than suppressing them for the sake of appearing strong. This act of self-compassion allows us to process emotions more effectively, leading to greater emotional intelligence and resilience. It's about giving ourselves permission to be fully human, with all the complexities and nuances that entails, without judgment or shame. This fundamental change in perspective allows us to treat ourselves with the same kindness and understanding we would offer to a dear friend. It's a profound journey towards inner peace and genuine contentment. Embracing this strength within ourselves often encourages others to do the same, creating a powerful ripple effect that fosters a community of openness and mutual support. When one person takes the courageous step to be vulnerable, it often inspires others to lower their own guard, creating a chain reaction of authenticity. This collective bravery builds stronger bonds, both personally and professionally, as people feel safer to share their true selves. It cultivates environments where empathy thrives, where mistakes are seen as learning opportunities, and where support is readily offered. This shared journey towards openness strengthens the fabric of our relationships and enhances our collective well-being. It's a testament to the transformative power of human connection. Of course, adopting this new perspective isn't a one-time decision or a switch that can be flipped instantly. It's a practice, a muscle we strengthen over time with consistent effort. There will be moments of doubt, times when the old fears creep back in, urging us to retreat into our shells. It takes conscious effort to choose openness again and again, especially when it feels uncomfortable or risky. Each time we push through that discomfort, each time we choose to be a little more honest, we build greater capacity for true connection and resilience. This journey is ongoing, marked by small victories and continuous learning, gradually reshaping our relationship with ourselves and the world. Patience and self-compassion are essential companions on this path. There will undoubtedly be moments when the familiar urge to hide our true feelings resurfaces, when the fear of judgment or rejection feels overwhelming. It's important to acknowledge these feelings without letting them derail our progress. Instead of viewing these moments as setbacks, we can see them as opportunities to practice self-compassion and recommit to our newfound perspective. Each time we consciously choose openness, even in small ways, we reinforce the belief that our vulnerability is a source of strength, not weakness. This consistent, gentle effort gradually rewires our internal narratives, making it easier to embrace authenticity over time. It's a testament to the power of persistent, mindful practice. This isn't just about bouncing back from adversity. It's about growing stronger through the very experiences that once seemed to break us, integrating them into a richer, more resilient self. When we allow ourselves to feel the full spectrum of emotions, including pain and sorrow, we develop a deeper capacity for empathy and understanding. This process of embracing our vulnerabilities allows us to learn from our struggles, transforming them into valuable lessons that inform our future choices. It builds a kind of inner fortitude that isn't brittle but flexible, capable of bending without breaking. True resilience comes not from avoiding the storm, but from learning to dance in the rain, fully present and authentically ourselves. Ultimately, finding strength in vulnerability means understanding that our capacity to feel deeply, to hurt, to hope, and to connect is what makes us uniquely and beautifully human. It's about recognizing that our imperfections don't diminish our worth. Instead, they are intrinsic parts of the rich tapestry of our lives. This perspective invites us to shed the burden of striving for an unattainable perfection and instead embrace the messy, glorious reality of who we are. It's a profound liberation, allowing us to stand tall in our own skin, confident in our authentic selves. This understanding changes everything, transforming how we perceive ourselves and our place in the world, fostering a deep sense of belonging. It invites us to step into our lives with a fuller heart, ready to experience both joy and sorrow with equal courage and grace. This isn't a call to discard caution entirely, but rather to approach life with an open heart and a discerning mind, choosing when and where to reveal our deeper selves. It's about moving through the world with a sense of genuine connection, rather than constant self-protection. This shift allows us to engage more fully with every moment, embracing the richness and complexity of human existence without reservation. It empowers us to live more vibrantly, to love more deeply, and to contribute more meaningfully to the lives of others. This is the essence of a life lived with purpose. This isn't just a different way of looking at ourselves. It's a different way of living, one that promises deeper meaning, more profound connection, and a truer sense of peace. By choosing to see vulnerability as strength, we embark on a transformative journey that touches every aspect of our existence. It allows us to build relationships that are authentic and enduring, to pursue goals with greater integrity, and to navigate challenges with unwavering self-compassion. This new perspective is an invitation to reclaim our full humanity, to live with an open heart, and to discover the incredible power that lies within our willingness to be truly seen. It's a path toward a more fulfilling and connected life. Connection through shared struggles and triumphs. It might feel like showing your true self, with all your worries and imperfections, would push people away. We often believe that if others saw our deepest fears or biggest mistakes, they wouldn't want to be around us. This fear of judgment can make us hide parts of ourselves, building walls instead of bridges. However, the truth is often the opposite. Vulnerability, when shared genuinely, is actually a powerful magnet. It's the secret ingredient that pulls us closer, creating a sense of understanding and belonging. When we dare to be real, we invite others to do the same, opening the door for genuine human connection. This shared space of honesty allows us to see that we are not so different after all. It's in these moments of brave sharing that true connection begins to blossom. Think about a time you heard someone else talk about a struggle you thought only you were facing. Maybe it was the pressure of school, a tricky family situation, or just feeling lost about the future. That sudden recognition, that Me Too moment, can be incredibly powerful. It's like a light turning on in a dark room, showing you that you're not walking this path alone. This shared experience creates an instant bond, a quiet understanding that transcends words. We realize that our unique pain is often a universal human experience, just expressed in different ways. This feeling of being understood, without having to explain everything, is a deep form of connection. It reminds us that humanity is a tapestry woven with many similar threads. Consider the weight of grief, for instance, after losing someone important. It can feel like an isolating fog, as if no one could possibly understand the specific ache in your heart. Yet when someone shares their own story of loss, even if the details are different, a connection sparks. You recognize the raw emotion, the confusion, the quiet sadness. Similarly, the fear of failure, whether in an exam, a job interview, or a personal goal, is something almost everyone experiences. Hearing others admit their own anxieties about not measuring up can be a huge relief. These shared struggles, though painful, become common ground where empathy grows and isolation shrinks, reminding us of our collective resilience. We learn that while our circumstances differ, the feelings they evoke are often deeply similar across all people. These moments, whether of hardship or happiness, chip away at the walls we build around ourselves. We begin to see past the surface and into the heart of another person, recognizing their humanity. This isn't just about feeling sorry for someone, it's about a deeper, more fundamental understanding. Empathy isn't just imagining what someone else feels, it's realizing that you've felt something similar yourself. When we connect through these experiences, judgment fades, replaced by acceptance and compassion. It allows us to relate on a level that is both personal and universal, strengthening our bonds. This process helps us grow, not just individually, but as a community, weaving us closer together. Connection isn't solely forged in the fires of adversity, it also sparkles brightly in shared triumphs. Think about a team winning a championship, friends celebrating a graduation, or a community coming together for a common cause. The joy of collective success, the relief of achieving a difficult goal side by side, creates an equally powerful bond. When we witness someone else's hard-earned victory, especially if we've seen their journey, we feel a surge of pride and happiness. Their success can even inspire us, showing what's possible when we persevere. These moments of shared elation reinforce the idea that we are stronger and more capable when we uplift each other. They remind us that celebrating together is just as crucial as supporting each other through tough times. These connections, born from both our struggles and our victories, are not just about commiseration or celebration. They are about mutual support and growth. When you share a difficulty, you often find someone willing to offer advice, a listening ear, or simply a comforting presence. When you share a triumph, you find cheerleaders who genuinely want to see you succeed even further. This exchange of energy, whether it's comfort during pain or applause during joy, fuels our personal journeys. It creates a network of care, where we lean on each other and learn from each other's experiences. We grow stronger, more resilient, and more compassionate because we are not navigating life's ups and downs in isolation. It takes real courage to open up, to let others see both your messy middle and your shining moments. Sometimes it feels safer to keep our challenges hidden, to pretend everything is fine or to downplay our achievements. However, denying either side of our experience actually limits our capacity for true connection. When we bravely share a struggle, we give others permission to be vulnerable too, creating a ripple effect of authenticity. Similarly, when we genuinely celebrate our successes, we inspire hope and show what's possible without needing to boast. This act of being fully human in all its complexity is what invites others to meet us in that authentic space. The therapeutic couch, whether it's a literal piece of furniture or just a safe space for conversation, often becomes a microcosm of this human experience. People come to therapy feeling isolated, carrying burdens they believe are uniquely theirs. Yet as they share their stories, they often discover universal themes of fear, hope, loss, and resilience. The therapist, too, is a human being, navigating their own life's challenges, even if those are not the focus of the session. This shared humanity, though unspoken, forms an essential part of the healing process. It's a space where the common threads of being human are gently uncovered, revealing how deeply connected we all are. Even for those of us who sit on the other side of the couch, offering guidance and support, the human experience remains constant. Therapists, too, face moments of doubt, joy, frustration, and profound understanding in their own lives. We experience our own versions of grief, anxiety, and the quiet triumphs of everyday existence. While the professional boundary is crucial, there's an undeniable, unspoken recognition of ed humanity in the room. This understanding isn't about revealing personal details, but about the deep empathy that comes from knowing what it feels like to be human. It's a quiet acknowledgement that beneath all roles and titles, we are all navigating the same fundamental journey. Ultimately, we are all travelers on this winding road called life, each with our unique landscapes and unexpected detours. No one is exempt from moments of uncertainty, heartbreak, or exhilarating joy. It's a comforting thought, isn't it, to realize that the fundamental emotions and experiences we navigate are shared by billions. This isn't to diminish individual pain or unique circumstances, but rather to highlight the powerful truth that we are never truly alone. Our individual stories contribute to the grand narrative of humanity, connecting us through the threads of commonality. Understanding this can bring immense solace and a sense of belonging, making even the loneliest stretches feel a little less daunting. Embracing this shared journey has a profound impact on how we view ourselves and others. When we recognize that our struggles are not a sign of personal weakness, but rather a part of the human condition, shame begins to lose its grip. The heavy burden of feeling different or flawed starts to lift. Instead, we can approach our challenges with more self-compassion and a greater sense of acceptance. This shift also makes us more understanding and less judgmental of others because we see their struggles as reflections of our own. It builds a foundation for genuine connection, rooted in kindness and mutual respect, allowing us to truly see and support one another. This understanding of shared humanity brings us back to the core idea of perhaps it's time to listen. It's an invitation to pause, to truly hear the stories being told around us and within us. Listening means not just hearing words, but sensing the underlying emotions, the hopes and the fears. When we listen with an open heart, we often hear echoes of our own experiences in others' narratives. We also learn to listen more deeply to ourselves, acknowledging our own needs and vulnerabilities without judgment. This act of listening, both outward and inward, is the gateway to deeper empathy and a richer, more connected life. The beauty of connecting through shared struggles and triumphs is that it empowers us all. It reminds us that strength isn't found in hiding our imperfections, but in embracing them and allowing others to witness our journey. When we see someone overcome a challenge we've faced, it instills hope and provides a roadmap for our own path. When we share our own victories, we become a source of inspiration for others who might be starting their own uphill climb. This reciprocal exchange strengthens the fabric of our communities and relationships, proving that we are indeed stronger together. Connection is not just a nice to have, it is a fundamental human need, as vital as food and water for our well-being. When we feel truly connected, we experience less stress, more happiness, and a greater sense of purpose. This deep human connection is most authentically fulfilled when we allow ourselves to be seen, both in our moments of grace and our moments of struggle. It's about recognizing that our individual stories are part of a much larger, interconnected narrative. By leaning into our shared vulnerability and celebrating our collective resilience, we unlock a powerful source of strength and belonging that nourishes the soul. Ultimately, the journey of life, with all its twists and turns, is rarely meant to be walked alone. Finding ourselves in each other's stories, the echoes of joy, the resonance of pain, the shared pursuit of meaning, is one of humanity's greatest gifts. It's in these moments of profound recognition that we truly understand what it means to be alive and connected. This shared understanding reminds us that our personal growth is often intertwined with the growth of those around us, creating a beautiful and enduring tapestry of human experience. It's a testament to the enduring power of empathy and the simple yet profound act of truly seeing one another.